how's it going, guys? So today we're going to be doing a quick install on the Protege5 today. We're going to be installing some Corksport shifter bushings. So this is actually replaces an unserviceable part of the shifter linkage, put some brand new bushings in there and stuff. Really should lower the amount of play that the shifter has, and let's just jump right into it. So here's everything that comes with it. As you can see, some bushings, nut and bolt, and instructions. Pretty simple, but should lead to a pretty big result. So also being an employee at Corksport, I'm actually able to get kind of pretty cool extra parts like this. So I got some exhaust hangers, some nice T-bolt clamps. These exhaust hangers, they don't actually sell this for the Protege, so I was able to get this. They should fit. It's just a 12 millimeter urethane exhaust hanger. And then I have a few different sizes of T-bolt clamps right here that I'm going to replace on my car. First step that we gotta do is we gotta jack the car up, and under there we gotta take a few nuts and bolts out, take the shifter linkage out, and then from there we have to take out that unserviceable bolt. As you can see, the car's pretty lifted up. Should have enough clearance under there for us to crawl around and get that linkage out. Under the car here, here's our linkage. So I have to undo these bolts. This bar right here should kind of slide down. And if you follow that bar down, you're gonna get to this section right here. So as you can see, the orange things are the bushings that we're trying to replace here, but there's no bolt. So we're gonna have to cut that thing out, replace it with the new one we have. So to do that, we have to undo that bolt right there, get that bracket out, and then we should be able to take the bar out. So it's just a simple 10 millimeter. So from the short shifter, I've actually replaced this section kind of right here. So there originally would be some bushings, but this right here, what I'm pointing at, is the new short shifter. So right here, I just double bolted it, which I think are just some 10 millimeters, and then we're gonna get that thing out of there. So I got it out of there. Now it's time to move on to that front section and get that bracket out. Alrighty, so I got that bolt out that was right here. Got the rod out, as you can see. Got it chilling right here. So let's take this out of the car and get that thing out. So here's the shifter linkage right here. This is the part that we're replacing. No bolt or anything on like that. But there's bushings in there that we're trying to replace with those bronze ones. So one other thing I'm gonna do first is I'm going to drill it out a little bit, and then I'm going to kind of hammer it out with like a stake or something like that. Okay, I think I got it basically out. There we go. As you can see, got that bit out. It's time to replace these bushings. So I actually got that thing out with pretty minimal damage, which is really good. So I'm gonna get everything cleaned up, and then we can start putting all the new bushings and kind of just throw this thing back in there. Actually a difference between them. The orange ones are obviously the old bushings, and the bronze ones are the new ones. Alright guys, so I got everything in there. Got all the bushings, got the new bolt in there, and now it's time to throw this thing back under the car. So I'll get everything back together now. Here's the new linkage kit right here. The pre-existing bronze ones. And then down there, I got that buttoned up as well. So I got everything buttoned up on the Protege out there for the shifter bushings, but I still have things like the exhaust hangers and the T-bolt clamps I'd like to put on. But it's getting dark out, so I'm actually gonna wait for tomorrow to put those on, and yeah. All right, so it's the next day now. We still have to install those exhaust hangers and so the T-bolt clamps. All right, the first thing of these two that we're going to install, I think, are the exhaust hangers. So first, I'm going to do the rear ones on the muffler, and then I'll jack up the front of the car, and then we can move on to the front ones, which are on the catalytic converter. And then right here, got some T-bolt clamps, and I'll show you guys which ones I'm replacing of those. And if we go under the engine, to show you guys which clamps I'm going to replace, I'm going to be replacing this one right here on the MAF, I'm replacing this one near the blow-off valve, and the two right down here on the turbo. Alright, this right here is the brand new exhaust hanger that we're going to install. So it's the CS12, because this is a 12mm one. Really durable, looks really good, and should be a good upgrade over those old OEM ones. So the exhaust does do a little bit of moving around, as you can see. Let's see if we can kind of lower that, although before and after. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to spray a little PB blaster up into the hangers, and that should kind of hopefully make it a little bit easier for them to slide right off. Alright, now I'm going to see if I can slip them off. Alrighty, so here's a little comparison of the two. As you can see, old one, pretty squishy. This new one, really hard. Yeah, looks pretty good. Alright, now it's time to get that back one off back here. Alright, I got them both done. Now it's time to throw the new ones on. I'm gonna use some glass cleaner at first, because I don't really want to use oil. Glass cleaner will kind of like dissolve quicker. So I'm gonna start with that. If that doesn't work, then I'll go to PB blaster. Now it's time for this last one back here. In there now. The problem it looks like I might have is that it might want to be too close to this and rub. So maybe I can do something to kind of add kind of a gap or something between them. Alrighty, so I'm at the front section of the car. This is the front hanger up here, and the cat is right here. So here's the new hanger. It's not even close to the right size, if you know. So the holes won't line up, and I don't think I'll have lots of clearance issues. So I'm gonna see when I get back to work to see if they have a longer one of these. If not, I'm just gonna have to keep running the stock ones. Alrighty, so those exhaust hangers didn't really work. I'm gonna maybe try the back ones. It brings that exhaust actually really close to the bumper. But I'm gonna move on to the clamps up here, and I shouldn't really have any troubles with those. As you can see, I've got everything out. Now it's time to put the new clamps in. Alrighty, so I also forgot to show how much like the shifters decrease the play and kind of what that's like now. So still very notchy. Definitely a little bit more mechanical and heavier, but there's still just a tiny bit of play. But I'm not sure if you can really get away with that with, you know, whatever transmission you got. But yeah, it feels really good, super notchy, and I really like it. I think it's a good upgrade, and I think if you have the chance to do it, I would definitely do it. And that's it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I installed the brand new shifter bushings, exhaust hangers, and some of the clamps on the engine bay on the intercooler kit. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below, leave a like, and subscribe. Later, guys.